Welcome back to PC Building Simulator. I am Brendan, and today we are going to be creating a PC build for the new RTX 3080 graphics card that comes out later this month, I believe. I think it is. If not, it's next month, but it's either this month or next month for the 3080. 3070 and 3090 are also coming within the next little bit too. But this specific build is for a 3080. I have the parts in game because, you know, they're so new. The ones I've chosen are not in the game yet, so this is all reference. This isn't anything to go by for your actual parts to pick. We'll have a link down below in the description for the actual parts list I will choose, or have already chosen. Spent a little bit of time this morning clearing that and getting that going. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into this today. I have stripped this case down already, taken off the front panel, both side panels, these two PCI slots, and the power supply shroud. So we are gonna go ahead and start putting this together. And the motherboard we are going with is this B450 Tomahawk. But in real life, it'll be the B550 Tomahawk, the newer one that just came out earlier this year. And it'll be wonderful to have all of this for. And I'm going to open up all of those memory channels, because for the build, we are going to end up using all of our memory channels just to max everything out, be able to not have to upgrade our memory for a while. And the only part that was able to cross over into this build was the processor here. It's going to be the Ryzen 9 16-core 3950X. Just a mean CPU right there. That's going to go very, very well. And memory-wise, we are going with go with these ones, the 16 gig. These ones, the 16 gig for a kit of 64, but in real life it'll be 4 32 gig sticks, which will be pretty good. It'll give you 128 gigs of RAM, which is the max the B550 can have for amount of memory. And next thing we're gonna do is put on our cooler, but first gotta add that thermal paste. If you don't add your thermal paste, you're gonna be in for a rough day. Let's see, I gotta grab the Quiet Dark Rock Pro 4. So yeah, this one. This massive air cooler, which will do the job keeping this system cooled, and it'll do a wonderful job at that. Also, next up, I'm going to input the power supply, and for this specific build, I have chosen a 750 watt, the T2 from EVGA, and it is right there. Stick that right in down here, screw it on in. Also, we're going to get some storage onto the board, and we're going to go with an M.2 drive for the boot drive to put your operating system onto. I'm going to grab this one right here, put it right there into that slot, and when you stick it in, it kind of goes, here's your slot, and you stick the one moment. Alright. And so you'll stick the SSD into the slot like this, and then you'll push it down flat, and you'll put a screw in on this end here, which the screw for this one's right there. That little nub there is where it goes. And this specific board can only fit one M.2 drive, so our other drive is just standard SSD. And for this one, I have chosen whatever is the fastest here that I could get, and this one's only a 1 terabyte. The one I have chosen for the parts list down below will be a 2 terabyte one. And for the fans, I have chosen some just to match the case, kinda. We're going with the NZXT Air AER P120s at the back. And at the front, we are going with the same, except in 140. So we're going to put all of those in. Fill up all the fan slots, because when it comes to fans, I personally like to fill every slot I can, just to have as much air flowing into the case as I can get. Being able to shoot the air out the back with a powerful exhaust fan. Keeping everything as cool as can be, as much dust out of the case as I can possibly have. And also, the last thing we need is our graphics card. And for this build, it's of course the 3080, but since we don't have that, we're going to go with the 2080 Ti for this one. And we're just going to stick the Founders Edition in there, because I kind of like the look of it in this system. It matches pretty well with the rest of the components. I mean, we got the red and black fans to match the case. And then all the rest of the internal components kind of match each other too. Color scheme wise, which always looks pretty good. And for cables, I'm going to go with something that matches too, and I think we're going to go with gray cables. That'll be... let's go with the braided ones. Just plug everything in. Including all that as well, because I'm right here anyway, plugging it all in. Then we're going to connect the case fan, motherboard to the power supply as well, the air cooler, the case itself, the other fan, and the other fan. And get to put back on the side panel. Not yet. Not side panel yet. Power supply shroud first, and then the side panel. Screw it in like that. And this one over here to cover up the cable mess at the back, and the front panel. Oh, I like that. I actually haven't seen this full system put together with the panels on and everything. I just actually built the thing and did a little quick benchmark beforehand. I'm not going to run it again. The benchmark was just so I could see what it's going to compare to if they update the game and add the actual parts in, which would be really, really cool if they did. Also, more parts I wish would be in this game as well. It would be really awesome if they'd add just a bunch of other parts to it. But yeah, this is the system I would build. Well, parts list down below is the system I would build. But yeah, boots up and everything. I didn't put an operating system on it, so it doesn't load into that. But that's not the point of this video. It's just kind of to get a RTX 3080 build ready to go for all your future gaming. This system is going to just kill on the battlefield. No pun intended. Okay, maybe a little. But this system, you're going to be able to basically play any game max settings with ray tracing turned on and everything just turned way up. It'll beat out this 2080 Ti that we have in here by plenty of performance for the price you're paying. And the system in the game is valued at about $3,801, but in real life, I created a parts list That's roughly about $2,500 instead of $3,000. So it's about a $1,300 difference from this price. About $2,500. I think the full cost came to like $22,500, and I think 32 was the smaller in change dollars, or in dollar amount singles, or tens. I need to go to sleep. But that is going to do it for this episode today. A nice, quick, short, right to the point kind of build. And I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you have, obliterate that like button. As a small channel, it really helps out with the algorithm. Helps me get seen more on YouTube. It'll look a lot better later on. And if you enjoyed this episode, please just let me know. And what else, and if you would have done something different, let me know that too. I enjoyed having conversations like that in one of my previous builds like this, and one of my previous videos like this. And that was a lot of fun to have after the fact that I was already done and uploaded, and I was like, oh, well, time to keep going. But anyways, hope you have enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!